Welcome to my craft room. Today we're going to be upcycling some jeans to wear to my friend's party bus next weekend. So my friend Haley is putting on her second annual Love Bus. It's going to be quite the event. So she has 2 party buses lined up. And yeah, it's going to be really fun. And I want something cute to wear. Let me show you kind of the vision, my ideas of what I'm working on. I mainly want to do the split seam that you'll see on the right there with some bedazzles, some hearts, something to really jazz it up. So lots of ideas here. This is the shirt that we have to wear. It's me wearing it last year. And then our lovely invite. So yeah, let's get to work. Let me also show you what I currently have. So I have, this is kind of just, we're getting the concept down. So I have these blue jeans that I like, but the length I felt was a little bit off, and the overall fit, I wanted them to be a little bit wider. So I decided to take these white jeans that had a stain on them and add some side panels. So right now this is just pinned in to kind of get an idea. I also tried it with a little bit of a smaller panel. I hate it, hate this. So I think I'm gonna do this on both sides. The one thing I'm thinking about right now though is I don't know if this is too big of a contrast from this blue denim to the white. I'm kind of maybe I wanna use something a little bit different. I don't quite know yet, but I might just kind of go for it and see what happens. I wish I had another pair of really dark jeans that I didn't like. Wait. This is my bag of thrifted fabric, and my sister's friend gave me a bunch of furled jeans, and I used them to make some of them to make this puff tote, which is available on my Etsy shop. But I think I have some more that are left over. Let me see. Oh, perfect. Do these ones not have rips? Oh, okay. That's kind of a good color. Yes. Okay. Let me see. Let's look here. Let's have a look. What do we think? Are they too similar in color? Maybe, or is it just close enough that it's kind of hidden? Because the other thing that I'm gonna do with them, just wait. Well, I guess you already saw them. A hot bedazzler to add in. Okay. So I have some thinking to do. Part of me the contrast is just maybe too much, especially if I add all the bedazzles. Is it I don't know, giving me chin? Or would this be a little bit more subtle? But is that that's basically the same color denim? Oh. Okay. One other idea? No, I don't want to do that. I do also have this pair of Old Navy jeans that I think I could be ready to part with. And I do like the color contrast here a little bit more. But I do sometimes wear these jeans, so I'm not sure if I want to do that, because what if it doesn't look good? Consulted with Troy, and he has said that he likes these ones, which are the ones that I was oh, I don't know if I want to cut them off, but I agree. And I think I'm willing to take a risk. These are just Old Navy jeans that I don't think I've worn them in 2 years, but I used to wear them a lot. So it makes me a little nervous to cut into them, because then what if I want to wear them someday? But you know what, whatever. If I haven't worn them in 2 years, I probably won't wear them. And these can be used for a separate project, because there's not enough contrast, but this is too much. Okay, final decision made. So I currently have this white piece just pinned in to kind of see the overall structure, and I like the size of this. I did try it on. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take out the pins and then use this kind of as a template or a pattern, if you will, to cut out the other light blue jeans to go in. So as you can see here, I tried out 2 different sizes on accident. I didn't do this on purpose. I thought I only wanted it to be this much of added fabric, and then I found out no, it needs to be way taller. It needs to extend basically all the way up to the top of my hip. Otherwise it looked weird. It looked like these weird like bell bottoms. I don't know, I did not like it. So this is the shape we're going to use. This one can go away. All right, let's pop these guys open. I'm gonna be cutting from the inseam, so that way when I cut out the triangle shape, it's following that outer seam, which is what I want. I did try to see if I could get both of them from one pant leg, but since these are more of a skinny straight fit, I am not going to be able to, which is fine. So I'll just have to cut up both sides. Okay. Oh my goodness. I just barely have enough jean to cut this out. I actually have to cut out part of the pocket just to even get that top part, which is kind of crazy. That tells me it's meant to be. Should I iron my jeans flat? Absolutely. Am I gonna do that? Probably not. Okay. Oh, I should iron. Being a good little sewist, ironing my seams out. All right, let's rinse and repeat on the other side. So now that I have both of my side panels cut out, the way I see it, I have two options. I could bedazzle now before I sew them in, which would probably be easier just because I'd have more flexibility, or I could sew them in and then bedazzle. I'm leaning towards sew them in and then bedazzle, even though it might be a little bit harder to place the beads, just because I want to see if I even like it before I go through all the stress of bedazzling. So let's do that. What I'm doing now is I'm just matching up that bottom hem, because that's what I need to make sure is very straight, because it is going to be that raw edge, and pinning all the way up until the inseam. Making some progress. First panel is basically done. I'm really liking that color combo. I think that was the right choice over the white. The white almost just like felt costumey, I think. This top part, getting this secure and stitched in properly, honestly just isn't gonna happen. I'm gonna hand stitch this, but my other thought is my original idea was to do patches with different colors of plaid, like heart patches or of sorts. And I don't know, I could maybe do a patch situation up here, bleeding into the bedazzle. I don't know, just something to kind of think about. Like, I think I like that one. Ooh, the red. Something like that could be kind of fun, but I don't know. I don't want it to look too crafty. So let's do the other leg, try on, and then we'll go from there. First try on. I think I like the shape. Might be like a little bit too, but at this point, I don't care. Perfect. Okay, I think that looks decent. And the robe stays on because it's cold in my craft room, because I can't get the window fully shut, whatever. Here for help. Now, whether or not I take your advice, I don't know yet. But I'm trying to upcycle some pants for my friend Haley's Valentine's Day party bus. So here's what where I'm at so far. So I had 2 pairs of jeans. I combined them and added like an extra panel to make them a little bit more wide leg. I think this looks great. Only issue is on this side. I have a little bit of an imperfection and I'm trying to figure out how I can kind of hide that. So I thought maybe some like patches would be cute. And my other idea, well, my original idea was just to bedazzle the like added panel. So I got a heat bedazzling gun and I was gonna start, you know, like small and then like bring them out. But now I'm thinking with the patches, is it too much if I do the patches and the bedazzles and go around the hearts and then kind of like bring the bedazzles out from there? Do we like the patches or is it giving too like crafty? Cause like I can take them off, probably figure something out for this. It just looks like I would just probably need to hand sew it. So would it look like more like if I just fix that and do the bedazzles all the way down? Oh gosh, I don't know. I'm really torn because I think the patches are cute and it's like Valentine's Day themed, so it's like fitting, but obviously like I'm gonna want to wear them more than just on this party bus. So do I just bedazzle down the panels? Do I keep the patches? Do I do the bedazzles around the patches? I think I don't know. Okay, let me know. Aren't they cute though? I think the added, like, oh, oops, I got stuck. I think the added panels look so cool. Originally, I was gonna do them in a white jean. So I cut them out in white to do it like this. But ultimately, it just felt too like costumey and I wanted less contrast between the 2 colors. Okay, let me know, like ASAP, because I want to keep making moves. I got kind of distracted from the jeans project, clearly, and I bedazzled this today. I don't know. It's kind of cute. I might wear it out tonight.
Cause I'd probably gone to bed by then anyways. Whoops, she looks a lot like me. Buzzing in the club like a crazy bee. I'm like,
After thinking it over for a few days, I decided to do 2 heart patches on each kneecap and then bedazzle around each patch. So I got to work on that throughout the week. It took forever, but it was so worth it. Hey, so let me show you the final jeans. I did end up wearing these to the bus. I got very few pictures on the bus. So as you can probably tell through the video, I started to get like a little bit, stressed isn't the right word, but like crunched for time, that I just wasn't like filming myself, like talking through my thought process. But what I ended up deciding to do was the 2 heart patches on the knees and then bedazzling around them. The bedazzling takes a while. But I think it was so worth it. I think they turned out so cute. They were perfect for the bus. Most of the beads have stayed on. I definitely lost a few, but all in all, I mean, they held up and I think it looks really good. I ended up just hand sewing the side seams the best I could, and yeah, here's the final product. Thanks so much for coming along this process with me. I love upcycling clothing and just like taking things that are in my closet and giving them a new life and like things that I'm bored with. So I will definitely be doing so many more upcycles in the future. Okay, bye.